And then the third is we should stop making combat veterans.
And on a positive note, I will say the result of combat veterans is the failure of diplomacy, and that's why we have combat veterans. So failed diplomacy is a result of combat veterans.
Thank you.
And real quick. So I want to tell a positive story here. A positive story here. Not too long ago, I was sitting at a bar, which I don't often, with a Vietnam veteran, and we were talking about OTHs and PTSD. And he said, you know, when I was in the military, PTSD didn't exist. It was called an OTH, and now it's called a PTSD, and now you have access to services. So I want to give an attaboy to our country as a whole as helping veterans, because we are moving in the right direction. And the last quick story I'll tell is probably one of my favorite stories of my time in the military. When you go into a war zone, they get you there quickly. I was there within 24 hours, less than 24 hours. But when you leave, they bring you home in a long way. So I went from Baghdad to Kuwait to Bahrain, from Bahrain to Greece, from Greece to Spain, from then Spain back to home. And it took about 2.5 to 3 weeks. And you do this so you can decompress and reintegrate back into society. And then when you get home, you get met by these folks, these great Americans, and they have everything for you. They have signs and balloons and cookies and cakes and pretty much whatever you want. And I met a gentleman there by the name of Bill. And Bill was a Vietnam veteran, and he came up to me and we chatted. And Bill told me that, you know, whenever he had the chance, he would come and greet the troops when they came home, because no one ever extended him that simple courtesy of saying, welcome home. Thank you for your service.
We didn't get any cookies either.
Well, yeah, that's my point is, you know, things are getting better. I know we're sitting up here trying to problem solve, but I just want to say as someone who has had 2 deployments and spent his youth in the military, things are getting better. And this is a great country. And, you know, I've been to a bunch of other countries, and there's no other country in the world like the U.S. So.
Thank you, Will. Can we have a round of applause for our panel? Thank you.